20 years from now, Upland is going to be a big part of the open metaverse.
Where do you see Upland 20 years from now? That's a big outlook. 20 years is a long time. I'll be an old man in 20 years. So
I have it on one of my million tabs open. There's the Roblox user acquisition chart. Roblox is I think 16 years old, almost, or close to 20 years old. And when you kind of spot when you put the Upland users on and you plot it, you see that it's a very similar trajectory. So that's the one I look at. I see it as kind of the Roblox for adults in the future, with an open real economy that the Roblox generation will grow into, because they'll mature and they want a more sophisticated real game economy, with a lot of brands coming in, the social aspect, so and social features, and building. I have a lot of people who I know our age who are building games in Roblox in order to monetize as a side business, or creators. Like, I totally see Upland as like a much better version because of its economy, and also targeting adults. That being said, there's certain things that are very clear to me that I don't think would take 20 years. One of the things that I think won't take 20 years, but we'll see a lot sooner, is the kind of like self-serving tools in Upland that are now UGC, but you'll start seeing brands coming in and utilizing those. So if you look at, the different things we did with UNICEF and with Susan G. Komen, and even with soccer, FIFA, and NFL, a lot of the UGC tools that we're building will eventually be even like brands utilizing them to create their own experience, part of their metaverse GameFi social strategy. And just like we're seeing every company and even NGOs, or even like a people business, have a social media person, they will have a person in charge of, okay, what's your Upland strategy? What's your metaverse strategy? And how are you utilizing that to, interact with your community? And that I'm seeing within the next 5 years for sure. We don't need to wait 20 years for that.
Yeah, that's super exciting to think about. Don, anything to add to what Danny said there? Next 20 years, 20-year outlook?
Yeah, I think it's spot on, but I think also, and it ties directly to what Danny said, and what basically grown-up players may care about. And we're also in the business of shaping and creating the open metaverse. And our vision, definitely 20 years from now, is that you take a resource like Sparklet, for example, which is now basically a resource that is going to be used for creating value inside of Upland. But 20 years from now, that expands beyond Upland, and it just becomes a creator resource in general for the open metaverse. It's going to happen it's going to take a while to materialize. This is always on our mind when we're designing the systems and the resources. So if I'm now using Sparklet to create something inside of Upland, that may serve me to create something in the future in the open metaverse that is not necessarily restricted to Upland. 20 years from now, Upland is going to be a big part of the open metaverse. And this is something we're actively working towards.
Yeah, very, very exciting. I think we broke records today. I think this is our most watched. I have to go back and check the numbers. I'm 99.9% sure this is our most watched AMA